Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, hello, my name is Sam. It's lovely to meet you. If you're not new around here, welcome back. For today's video, we're just going to strip it all back. We're just going to go right back. I'm not going to sit here, I'm not testing new products, I'm not even testing new eyeshadow. I've shot my stash and bought out a palette I haven't used for a while. We're just going to go back to the old YouTube days. We're going to sit, we're going to talk, we're going to get ready, talk about what I've been doing, talk about my future plans, talk about what I think is happening with YouTube at the moment, what's happening with TikTok. We're just going to sit here and get ready. So if that is something that you are interested in, please stick around, please hit subscribe, please hit like, and please turn that notification bell on so you don't miss any of my future uploads. As I said, even my eyeshadow, it's just going back to basics. I just opened my cupboard this morning and I was like, what do I want to put on my face? I was like, yeah, you will do. So we're going to use the Olden's Eye. This was the Merry Christmas palette that they did like last year. If I forget to talk about any of the makeup products, I will have them linked and listed down below. But yeah, so I'm not going to describe what I'm doing with the palette. I'm just going to be like basically just getting ready. So yeah, let's just talk about like what I've been up to. So I went away for 2 weeks to Turkey. We had the best time, like literally we had such an amazing family holiday. It was absolutely incredible. I haven't been to Turkey since I was a child, and when I went, it was kind of a bit more like a third world country, you know, but it's just not like that anymore. It is so beautiful. I was a little bit worried about going because like my parents were always like, oh, you know, you with your kids and stuff like that, and they bombard you and they hassle you, and yet they still do that. At the end of the day, they're running a business. So but no, they, you know, you could actually have a lot of fun with a lot of them, and we had honestly the best time. I sent Joe parasailing on his birthday, so he was on about wanting to do it before we went away, and I was like, I'm gonna look at doing that whilst we are away, because I know that he really wanted to do it. And yeah, just like he had the best time up there. He said it was super relaxing, and he got to do like they gave him like a GoPro camera, and he was like, yeah, it was just so much fun just being up there. And we got to keep, like, obviously we had to pay like his filming from when he was up there, and it was just like, it was really funny. Like, he was basically saying that he was going to send me up there. Not in a million years. I am petrified of heights. I'm petrified of flying. I'm just really scared of heights. My daughter as well, she's very much like me. She's has a fear of pretty much everything until she has done it. So there was some like slides, some water slides on our hotel, and she's like, I'm not going down them. No, I'm scared. And she went down one and she was like, oh my God, I want to go and do it again. I was like, I knew it. So I said to her, we are going to go and go on the sofa, like on the sea. And she was adamant. She was like, no, Mom, I don't want to do it. I really don't. But Holly's one of these that you kind of, I know it probably sounds a little bit mean, but you kind of have to push into doing stuff like that, because she won't try anything. And I knew that she would be safe. Obviously she was going to go on with me, so although I was kind of shitting myself as well, I knew that she was going to be safe. So I was like, it's fine, we're going to have like such a good time on there. She was like, no, Mum, I really don't want to go on. So for a couple of days I was thinking, you know what, is it actually safe? Like, I do not like the sea. Like, that makes me sound like the worst parent ever, but I don't like the sea. And I was like, you know what, is this actually safe? And a couple of days the weather was quite windy on the sea. I was like, I'm not going on. I'm not going on. But the day that Joe had been parasailing, there was another family that were going on this sofa bed. Well, a 3-year-old went on, and I was like, if a 3-year-old can go on, I know I can do it, and I know I can get Holly to do it. So then I said this to her, and she was like, I don't care, I still don't want to go on. But they had said to them, like, we just want to go slow. So I was like, it's fine, honey. They will say, you can tell them that you want to go slow and they won't, like, go fast. And she was like, okay. So then anyway, I ended up showing her a picture and she was like, oh, I didn't actually realise it was that, Mum. I thought it was something else. And I was like, see, there you go. She's like, yeah, I'll go on that. I thought, great. So we went on. She was wetting herself. Like, she was laughing so much. And half of the pictures I look like I've got a broken neck. I'm literally like this. Honestly. Yeah, it doesn't look good. But we ended up having like such a nice time, and it was so nice that I got to just do something with Holly, because obviously Ada was very needy on holiday. Like, she was a baby and all eyes had to be on her for the whole of the holiday. So yeah, it was very nice to just be able to be like, I'm just gonna go out here and do this with Holly. And we had so much fun. The hotel itself was absolutely out of this world amazing. Like, they could not do enough for you. It was just beautiful. The food was amazing. The staff were brilliant. It was just an amazing hotel. So we stayed in Hayda Pasha Palace. I will have that hotel linked down below if anyone is interested. If anybody saw my TikToks and stuff of what I was doing over there, I'll have the hotel linked down below for you guys. And it is amazing. It was absolutely out of this world. It is a 5-star hotel, and you can just really tell because it was just so beautiful, so clean. I couldn't fault the hotel at all. You know, normally you can find like little bits and you can be like, okay, so that could have needed tweaking, or that could have been done with doing. Nothing. Literally nothing. Now, I don't go on holiday to kind of complain or anything like that unless there is obviously a complaint that needs complaining. So you know, half of these like trip advisors and stuff, and you're reading through them and you think you're just doing this now because I don't know, maybe you had a shit holiday, I don't know, but you know, they're just nitpicking. There was nothing that I could nitpick at all about the hotel. It was fantastic. I don't know which shimmer to go in with. I feel like I want to go in with this one, but I also feel like I want to go in with that one. I'm going to do both. I'm going to do both. Which side do I do first? I think I'm going to do that one first. Absolutely no idea what I wanted to even create with this palette. I don't even know what this look is, to be quite honest. So difficult when you have nails to literally get right in there. But it's, yeah, I'm happy with how that's turned out actually. I'm going to leave the eyes there for a moment. For my primer, I'm going to be using the Vitamin Babe Vitamin Enriched Glow Primer. This has SPF in, so let's just put it on my fingers. So yeah, we just had an amazing time. We've come back and we're actually looking at going away next year, and we were looking at going maybe like Egypt or Tunisia, but my only problem is Holly goes into year 6 in September, so I am not going to want to take her out of school at all, just because it's going to be a final year. She's probably never going to see any of these people again. Foundation, these were my favourites combination on holiday. It's the MAC Strobe Dewy Skin Tint with the Be Perfect Bronze Boost Gel Drops. Yeah, so she's never going to see any of these people again, probably. So I'm like, you know, I don't want her to miss out on absolutely anything. Plus, like, she's going to be doing like the transition into, you know, new school. You know, there's just so much going on for her SATs. So yeah, I just don't want to take her away from that. I literally just do like 3 drops on my fingers and then just add 3 drops of boost drops to it. So yeah, and then I just mix it all together like a little potion and apply it to my skin. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. I absolutely loved doing this on holiday. Gives you like a little bit of a tan. It just evens out your complexion. It is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that was my biggest thing about doing anything like in the school term, should I say. So I'm not going to be doing that next year. Like an oldie but a goodie, the MAC concealer today. The only thing I hate on this is the flipping applicator. So we've got to look at like 6 weeks holiday or Easter holiday. The only thing with Easter holiday is it's super early in the UK next year, so we're gonna like be looking at going away like the end of March, and then you kind of need to look, well, are things going to be in season? What's the weather going to be like? We prefer to go all inclusive, so you kind of want all inclusive weather if you're like going to be sitting around the pool and stuff. So there's just so much to consider with going away so early in the year. Into contouring since Pink Honey came out with their contour cake. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually been loving this, and I'm not really like a contour kind of girly. This is, did I show you the shade? So yeah, so we then decided to kind of change our minds and maybe go like in the 6 weeks holiday, like summer holidays, British summer holidays next year. And obviously, that being said, you've then got to pay 6 weeks holiday flipping prices. It's just ridiculous. Like, there's no need for those sort of prices. Like, there's just absolutely no need. But like I say, so we've decided to kind of look at, mate, look how easy that blends out, guys. It's so good. I love the formula of this. So yeah, we've kind of decided to maybe go to Egypt, but then my problem with that is Ada is very fair skinned, probably fairer than I am, and I am fair, and she's ginger, and we're looking at going to the flipping desert in like July. Do you know what I mean? And I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, is that such a good idea? I mean, like, kids, especially like Ada, should be like 2.5. You know, it'll be like buying like the pool. And going to Egypt, I realised that I'm gonna need something that literally has everything on site, just because, you know, you can't leave your site, it's not safe. We did look at maybe like Tunisia as well, and I was like, I don't know, I really don't know. There's so many good things and bad things, and I'm a big believer in your holiday is what you make it. You literally go to the worst place in the world, and it's still a break, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And you make your holiday, you do things what you want to do. So if like Egypt was like ridiculously hot, I would spend 2 weeks relaxing and chilling right round by the pool. So yeah, also Holly's dance school have potentially been given the opportunity to go to Disneyland Paris next October. So obviously we don't want to do something that is like ridiculously expensive, because, you know, we're potentially going there, but then you've also got to think, well, I'm going in a 6 weeks holiday, you know, I'm gonna have to pay expensive, because those are just the prices. Even if you want to go to Spain, even if you want to go to Spain in a 6 weeks holiday, you could be paying the same price as going to the Caribbean in September. Like, literally, that is how ridiculous our pricing system is. It's absolutely, I don't know if other countries are the same in school holidays, if they have to pay absolute mega bucks, but honest to God, it is absolutely, it's insane. Bronzer, I'm going to take the Jordana Tisha one. I have mine in the lightest shade, which is kind of shady. If you don't know, they do products where it's a duo. So this is the cream side, and then that is the powder side. You get 50 grams of cream and 9 grams of pressed. So yeah, it's one of those, you know, kind of, I have no choice next year but to pay the price, unfortunately. But, you know, it's just, we're just going to have to roll with it, I think, and go with it. There's no other explanation. And to me, if Spain and Egypt are the same price, I think I would rather go to Egypt, to be quite honest, because it's probably somewhere that I probably would never do again. It's something that, you know, I've wanted to go for such a long time, obviously see the pyramids and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like I would want to go somewhere a little bit more extravagant, I guess you could say, for the price. I mean, if you wanted to go to the Canary Islands, so you're looking at Gran Canaria, Tenerife, Fuerteventura, Lanzarote, you want to go at those holidays in the 6 weeks holiday, you are looking for the same sort of star hotels. Egypt is like your 4, your 5s. You want to go over to Gran Canaria for a 5-star hotel in the 6 weeks holiday, you're talking 7-8 grand. Like, I'm not even joking. It's for 2 weeks, all inclusive. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. That's for 5 of us, by the way. You know, and I could pay that, and that would probably only be a 3, pushing a 4-star hotel. Whereas if I went to Egypt, I could get a 5-star hotel for literally the same price, with like water parks on, with everything under one roof, directly on the beach. Honestly, it's absolutely, I don't get how their pricing system works. In blush, I'm actually going to be taking the new Made by Mitchell. This was the pink bundle that he did with Holly Flynn. Jesus Christ, I forgot her name then. This is the cream blush in the shade My Darling. So let me know down in the comments if, like, you have been to any of these places in the 6 weeks holiday with like a 2-year-old and an 11-year-old. Is there much to do? Let me know your favourite places. I have been looking non-stop. I need to find a brush. Hoping to maybe book something up maybe the end of next month, maybe. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, like, your favourite places. Especially Egypt seems to be our favourite. Like, it seems to be top of the list at the moment. So let me know down in the comments if you've ever travelled there, or if you want to travel there, like pros, cons. I think we're looking at going to Hurghada. Yeah, but I just want to know if I'm making the right decision for me and my family. How are we going to be using another newbie? This is very, very new. This is the Trigwell Cosmetics Velvet Setting Powder. I did use this yesterday and I was very, very impressed. I don't really like how big the holes are in this, because it just means that a lot of product comes out. It's super, super lightweight, like very lightweight. I will do a little before and after, and if you, I can't show you now because I've used the damn lid, but it's the same shape as that. Yeah, it's just very lightweight. You can just tell, like, when you pat it off on the back of your hand, like, how lightweight it is. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, let me know down in the comments, like, where you've been, where you would advise. I mean, my mother-in-law, well, she's not my mother-in-law because I'm not married, but you know what I mean, like, she and her family are going to Florida next year, and she's like, come with us. And I was like, Ada is just far, far too young for that. She wouldn't be able to enjoy everything. We would have to kind of split our time. One of us would have to go on rides with Ada, one of us would have to go on rides with Holly. I would rather wait until they're both big enough to be able to do the rides together. So that's a no. So if you're going to come at me and say, oh, you should go to Florida, like, that is a no for that specific reason. She won't even remember it. And obviously we're already looking at doing Paris. That is the powder on one side, and on the other, let's apply it to my face and we'll do like a half and half. I'm gonna tap it all over. I know I kind of went in with like lightweight products today, and now I'm just kind of covering it all up with fucking powder, but I do want to show you just how beautiful this powder actually is, because I am literally blown away with like how flawless my skin actually looks with this powder. And it's like, it's such an affordable price. It's like, I think it's like £15. I did a bundle where I got this and like 2 of their iconic mini powder puffs for £20 on TikTok Shop. So yeah, but I know they sell this on Sephora, so yeah, if you can't get your hands on Trigwell, then look at Sephora. This is it applied, this is it not applied. It is beautiful. So let's actually now talk about YouTube and kind of what the hell is going on. Now, I am a very teeny weeny tiny channel. I'm like a shrimp in a massive ocean. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous. And I don't mind that. I absolutely love my channel. I love being here. I love doing what I do. I sit here and I just absolutely love it. I just love it. I cannot describe how much I love it. I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't like it. Put it that way. I'm not very good at like keeping hobbies. This has probably been like the biggest and longest hobby that I've ever done. And I just love it. I absolutely do. Now, I have noticed over the past few weeks, I have maybe gained 1 or 2 subscribers, lost 1 or 2 subscribers. That's not a problem. It's a bit frustrating, you know, when you sit here for hours, you then have to go and edit, you then have to, you know, upload, you have to create the thumbnail. You know, it's a lengthy process when you have children, other jobs, busy lifestyles. You know, it is a lot. So that's kind of what I wanted to mainly focus on. I didn't really have so much of a problem with it as I kind of do now. It's kind of getting to the point where I think people are a little bit worried. I'm such a small channel. I didn't really notice, like I've kind of been through that before where it's taken such a long time for me to, you know, be noticed, for people to want to stick around, and that doesn't necessarily bother me because I've always been said, like, just stick at it. YouTube's really hard when you first start, but once you start getting noticed, you know, things will progress. And I don't do it to get to 1,000 subscribers, to get PR, to get noticed by brands. I do it because I genuinely do love it. I have such a massive love for makeup. It's unreal. I buy a lot of makeup. I wouldn't buy it if I didn't love it. But when you kind of think, you sit here and people are unsubscribing to your channel, do you not enjoy the content that I'm putting out? Because I always ask, like, what do you want to see? And I know a lot of other YouTubers do that, but I've never really taken any notice. You know, I've just kind of gone with the flow. But I actually saw another content creator, influencer, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, who is at like 10,000 subscribers, losing subscribers, and she's actually quite worried. And then it makes me think, what is happening to YouTube? In with the Parma Violet Made by Mitchell blush. This was part of that pink set. You have got to see this, guys. It is outstandingly beautiful. It has like a sheen to it. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful shade. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera. I don't have it on here, but I do have it on here. It is beautiful. Yes, I used it and I just absolutely loved it. So yeah, I didn't, like I said, I don't really mind so much. I don't really notice it so much on my channel because I'm such a small channel. It's hard to grow, especially when there is the likes, you know, of TikTok around. And I do feel like TikTok is such a big social media platform, and it makes me think, are people just preferring shorter form content? So yeah, like I sat back and I really wanted to think, like, what is going to happen to YouTube going forward? I am not a person that gets paid off YouTube. I work, I do this as a hobby, but there are people out there, big content creators, who probably don't even notice that over a week or a month they've lost 5 or 6 subscribers. They probably don't notice because their channel is huge. But people give up their jobs. In particular, a lady that's given up her job recently was Steph, off Steph's Beauty Stash. She is a teacher. That was her career. She has given that up to be on YouTube. And if us smaller content creators are noticing these little tiny differences, what's going to happen to those big content creators who literally live on a YouTube wage? Highlighter, I'm going to use the shade Holly Pop again from that bundle. Yeah, it's very scary, and it's not scary for me because I don't have to rely on YouTube paying my bills, but there are people out there that rely on people, you know, on this is their job, this is their livelihood. They don't have anything else to fall back on, you know, and I don't imagine they're very, like, you know, I imagine they're very clever with their money, but also at the same time, eventually that money's going to disappear and there is not going to be the funds. Obviously that would take a very, very, very long time for such a big content creator, but it just makes me think, like, is something happening on YouTube, do you know, that we, you know, that we don't know about? And I'm just like, I've just put the wrong shade on. Don't worry, I did go in with the right shade eventually. So yeah, I just think it's very scary. It is a very scary time for people who get paid. I imagine it's going to take a long time for them to obviously even not get paid. They're huge on YouTube. But also at the same time, it's not always about the money. Like, it is for us smaller content creators who, I say, work and have busy lifestyles already. We sit here because we love it, and we're doing it for for nothing, because although we don't do it to get paid, we do it to see the subs go up. We do it to see that people enjoy our channel, that people want to sit here, that people enjoy long form content, and at the minute that's just not the case. Set it with my Vitamin Babe beauty crop. This isn't new, but it's new to me, and I used it the other day at work, and my makeup lasted really well, so I'm going to use that again today. So yeah, I know I've probably like waffled on about it, but it is actually kind of worrying. Like, you know, when we sit here and we think about it, and I worry, personally, I worry over those bigger content creators who literally, this is their job. I've noticed a massive difference. I have joined TikTok, and I've noticed such a difference, like a huge difference. It's horrible to say that, but I actually have, like, noticed that I have over double the subscribers on TikTok as what I do on here. And yet this is my main form of social media. This is the one that I started out on, the one that I love. I love to sit here, chat. I love to do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes. I love to do reviews. I love to do rankings. So it's so hard to see that TikTok has grown so fast. So fast. I've been on TikTok now 2 months, I want to say, and like I say, I've over doubled the subscribers that I have on here, and I've been doing YouTube for almost 12 months, and I'm only at like 208. You know, it's very small. Some Sky High, I haven't used this in such a long time, and people are probably sitting there going, well, you know, the numbers don't matter. You obviously, you know, you're more interested in the numbers than you are your actual channel. But no, it's not that at all. It's a case of being enjoyed and being watched. And I know I have my loyal subscribers that have stuck around and watched my channel religiously, and that's great, that's amazing. But I love to welcome new people and hear off new people, and it kind of puts me onto their channel. Maybe I wouldn't have ever noticed them, you know. And I just think, I really do believe it's because the younger generation are like, they're all TikTok mad. There are so many younger influencers now over on TikTok that have made it big, and I'm so incredibly proud of people like that. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing lifestyles that they've got, and they've worked so hard for it, and I just think it's absolutely incredible how they have managed to get like so big and the lifestyle that they have so quickly. That is amazing, and go them. I have nothing against them, and I don't want that lifestyle. I love my lifestyle. I'm a mom, I have kids, I go to work, I love my job. I just want to also know that I'm being enjoyed on something that I love to do. Back to the palette for the lower lash line, I'm going to mix the reds, what I basically used on the top, just for the lower lash line. So yeah, I hope that it makes sense, and I hope I haven't like offended anyone by kind of opening up and talking about it and stuff like that. And I hope to God I really hope to God that, you know, nothing does ever happen to YouTube, and like it is just kind of quiet on here at the moment, and you know, things will start picking back up like when it's maybe not so, maybe nice weather. I have no idea, but yeah, I do hope, especially like I say, for the bigger content creators, I do hope that things like don't mess up, because that would be horrendous. And I do hope that I don't think they're stupid, obviously, I don't think that at all, but I hope that they've kind of kept money aside for if anything. I don't think, obviously YouTube's not going to shut up shop, but you know, anything were to happen, like, you know, it just, their career could be over in a heartbeat, and it's just, but anything could happen like that. I'm going to take the pink actually and kind of put that on a lower lash line as well. But yeah, any job could happen like that, so it's just hard. It's just really, really hard for people at the moment. And like I say, if like a bigger content creator than myself is kind of noticing, then, you know, something is, it's not just us teeny tiny like YouTubers that are kind of noticing this big massive change. Yeah, I was meant to go with a highlighter as well. I've actually forgot, so we're going to stick that on. Yeah, so I feel like if, you know, bigger YouTube, a lot bigger than me, are noticing like such a huge difference, like that is kind of a bit of a problem and a bit scary. I'm going to go in with the Pat McGrath. This was her holiday collection. I can't open it. It's like the blushes. I'm just going to take the highlighter. So yeah, that is basically all I wanted to say. I just wanted to be like, what are people's thoughts on this? Do we think that, you know, YouTube could potentially have a problem? Is TikTok overtaking? And it's a shame, basically, for the people that hate TikTok. I don't mind TikTok. I love TikTok. I'm on there as well. I'll happily do either. You know, just because TikTok is working out a little bit better for me, and people like are enjoying my content a bit more, it doesn't mean I give up on YouTube. Do you know what I mean? I still love YouTube, and I could sit here and be like, nothing's happening on YouTube. I'm just gonna put my main focus into growing on TikTok. But no, I don't want to do that. I enjoy it, and I want to sit here, and I want to hopefully grow. So yeah, I want to know your thoughts. Let's put something on my lips, and I think I'm pretty much done. In with the Lunar Beauty combo. This is the milk tea, and this is Icon. I don't know if I've used these on here yet. So let me know. What are your thoughts? Are you a YouTuber yourself? Are you worried? I really need to stop talking while I do this. I do love this component. Just that's so cool. Yeah, that's basically everything that I think I wanted to talk about, and I've just enjoyed it. I enjoyed sitting here, stripping back, that's my rabbit, and getting ready with you guys. That's such a nice lip combo. Manny, you absolutely killed the lipsticks and lip liners, and they're so long lasting. I'm gonna go and do my hair, and then we'll zoom out and show you the completed look. So that is my look all completed and ready for the day. I hope that you've enjoyed this different style of video, kind of stripping it back, just having a little bit of a chit chat, new products, old products, all that jazz. Please don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and turn that notification bell on if you're interested. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.